Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as part of this video, we are going to understand what is GitHub Action and why we should use it. And also we are going to create a simple workflow using GitHub Action. So let's start. So basically GitHub Action is a complete CI/CD platform developed by GitHub. So what happened earlier, GitHub was having only GitHub repository services where users can store their source code or project files and etc. But if they have to build their application or build their project, they have to depend on other platform like Jenkins and Azure DevOps and so on. But after introducing the GitHub Actions in November 2019, it's become a complete CI/CD platform where you can have your repository, you can build your application, you can deploy your application. So it is provide a complete end-to-end CI/CD tool. It's similar to Azure DevOps where you also have repository services, you can create a work items and all. But in GitHub Actions, I think you cannot create a work items, but it is complete CI/CD tool. So let's understand what all the core features we have or how we define a workflow and what is workflow basically. So basically workflow is something we can compare with the pipeline. Like when we create a pipeline, we define multiple stages, multiple jobs, multiple actions to run those pipeline. Like for one stage will be for build, one stage will be for test, and similarly for deploy. So in GitHub Actions, we create a similar kind of concept we call it as a workflow. So where under workflow, basically you define what jobs, what task we need to execute as part of our project build and deployment. So basically these are the key elements or building blocks of GitHub Actions. The very first is workflow, second we have jobs, and third we have steps. So basically workflow is directly attached to your repository. Your workflow can contain one or more jobs, and basically this workflow trigger based on the events. Events are like you can say like if I'm committing the code on my repository, then my pipeline, then my workflow should trigger. It's similar to a if you say in Azure DevOps, we set up a trigger based on branches. Like if I'll commit, it will automatically trigger. Similarly, concept here also we have multiple events type which we can use to trigger this workflow, or in other words we can say to trigger a pipeline on GitHub Actions. And under workflow we define our jobs. So jobs, under jobs we define a runner. So here runner concept is similar to a agent, or we can say build machine. So GitHub also provide GitHub hosted runners and self hosted also you can use. Similar to Azure provide Azure hosted and self hosted, and similar concept here we also have. And under jobs you can define multiple jobs, multiple steps where you can run your task. So in simple words, first thing will be workflow where you define your jobs, and under jobs you define your steps, and steps are nothing, a simple task or command which you are going to execute as part of your workflow run. So you can see in this particular image we have, you can have multiple workflow as part of single repository. So each workflow can have multiple jobs, and multiple jobs can have multiple steps. It's totally up to you, like what's your requirement, depend on that you basically define your workflow. Now talks about events. So there are some repository related events and few are others. So like push events, pull request, fork, issues, watch. There are many more events which GitHub Action provide, and there are few others as well which is not directly repository related. For example, here we have workflow underscore dispatch. So this event we use when we need to run our workflow manually. So it will provide you an option to run your workflow manually. Otherwise you can schedule your workflow, or you can define repository related events as well. So there are many more events which you can see on GitHub documentation as well. So now what we will do, we will create a simple workflow where we will understand how we can define or how we can create a workflow for our application. So we are not going with very complex one. Here will be simple one. We are just going to run simple echo command here. So let's see about events. So here if you see the GitHub action page, so you can see these are the number of events you can see, and based on your requirements you can use from these many lists. Okay, now let's do one thing. Let's create a simple repository first. Let me create a new repo and let me give a name. Let's say okay, my first GitHub, sorry, GitHub workflow. Okay, now description, we don't need it, and I will add a readme file on this, so this repository will be initialized because we are not going to store any kind of source code here. We are just focusing on how we can create a workflow. So let me create this repository. Okay, so here you can see we have an option called action. So this particular action is used to define the workflow, and here you can see we have these many predefined templates for deployments, for securities, for CI part, for automation, for pages, but we are not going for these one because we want to start from a very basic one. So let me use a simple workflow here, and let me remove everything from this particular file. Now one thing you will notice here, this location. So here this is our repositories. Under repositories .github folders will be create. Under GitHub we will have a folder called workflows, and under workflows we will create our workflow YAML files or manifest files. So you cannot change this location. If your YAML file is outside from this workflow folders, then your workflow will not work. So you can have multiple YAML files as part of single workflow folder, but it should follow the same location, same path basically. Okay, now let's do one thing. Let's quickly create a simple workflow. So the very first thing, we need to define a name of this workflow. So let me change this file name as well. Let me GitHub action.yaml. Okay, so this is the name of our workflow file, and here we need to define a name to this particular workflow. So let me do first thing, name. You can see these are the reserved keywords, we can say actions, which basically GitHub provides. So let me press enter. Now you can define any name of your workflow. So let's go with GitHub workflow, let's say test. So now this will be the name of your workflow. You can say this will be the name of your pipeline, in other words. Now second things, when this workflow will be triggered. So for that we use on keywords. Now you can see these are the options you are getting here, but we, for this particular demo, we want to run our workflow manually. So for that I will use event type workflow underscore dispatch. So this event type provide us a functionality to run this workflow manually. So okay, now we have defined a name of this workflow. We have defined when this workflow should be triggered. It means events basically we have defined. Now next thing, we need to define here jobs, because if I will go back to my presentation here, so under workflow we will have job, and under jobs we will create a steps. So we can give any name of this job. Let's say demo job. This name is not reserved. You can give any name here, this job name. Now next thing, where this job will be executed. Now we are talking about runners. So here we have to keep in mind of indentation. So let me press tab here. For runners we use runs on, and you can see these are the runners available for Mac. These also, sorry, these many we have self-hosted as well, but here we will go with Ubuntu latest. So this is similar to a build machine which is provided by GitHub. Now under jobs we will define steps. So now let me provide the name. So maybe we will say simple hello message, and now we need to run the echo command here. So for that we use run command line prompt. So here we will type echo, and let's say, let me copy this name itself. Okay, so now we have created a simple workflow to test. Now let me commit these changes. Now if I will go to action tab, here we can see our first workflow, which is GitHub-workflow-test. So if I will click on this, now we are getting option to run this workflow against which branch. So here in our case we have only one branch, which is main. So now let me run this workflow, and this is just simply, it's going to print a message. So you can see the status here and total durations. Okay, so this is completed. Now if you need to check the logs, you can check the logs of this particular workflow. So it's printed a simple hello message. This is what we want. And if you want to see the workflow file itself, like what all the content you have, you can check from directly from this workflow file. So this is the workflow file which we have created. I hope it's clear. It was a very simple beginner friendly introduction of GitHub Actions, and we just want to see how we can create a simple workflow. Like we need to understand what all the name keywords, on keywords, jobs keywords, and what is called steps, how we defined in ML format. So the main thing here to remind, you have to always keep in mind about indentation, because if you miss one indentation, then your workflow will not run and it will fail. So I hope it's clear. In case if you have any doubts, you can definitely ping me on comment box. That's all for today. See you next video. Thank you so much.